We are at the Louisville Speedway for the 8th race of Season 1 of the SCRL ARCA Late Model Series. The number 99 of John Norton leading us to the green flags. Now beside him is the 17 of Set Ismail. Rest of the starting lineup for tonight's race. Kevin Cook, our points leader, is starting in the 19th spot. He has a 20-point lead over Jacko Jaku, who is starting in the 5th spot. 8th race of the season. We've had a first-time winner each and every time. Daniel Grachach, who won the last race at Nashville Speedway, is starting in the 4th spot. Of course, Louisville Speedway, this track was ran in the late 90s by the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, the NASCAR Busch Grand National Series, and the ARCA Series. Around the 0.438 mile triangle, basically. It's a smaller version of Pocono, basically. This is the first time we are racing this track here in the ARCA Late Model Series. Be interesting to see how these cars handle this track that was once held by the ARCA Series at this track. So we've had a first-time winner each and every race so far this season. Will the trend continue? And now for those most famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engine. Start your engine.
The field is rolling off. Doesn't look like anybody's having any problems, which is always a good thing. We want a nice clean start for these drivers who traveled from Nashville all the way to Louisville. And we'll officially get this race underway. Pull the belts tight. We are racing 23 laps here at Louisville. There's green flag. Off into turn number 1. Into turn number 2. John Norton easily clears Set Ismail. Goes a little bit wide off of turn number 3. And John Norton will lead the first ever lap at this track. Battle for second place. We got Daniel Grachach, of course, our Nashville race winner, trying to go around Set Ismail. Daniel has a very unique opportunity here tonight, trying to become the first driver to win twice here in this season, as well as win back-to-back races, which has never been done. Behind him is the 097 car. Set is Asia Pitts, who won earlier in the season at Elko, so she knows how to get it done on the short tracks as well. Now you see Richard Torres and the 5th spot. Team car to Daniel Grachach. You see Matt McIntyre having a good run. Spun out early at Nashville Fairgrounds. There you see Draco currently in the 8th spot. Second in points. Trying to go around Hans Device. Take a look at our points leader. He is currently trailing the field. He only came in with a 20-point lead, and you get 5 points for every lap. So Kevin Cook right now, where they are running, is no longer the points leader due to Draco running inside the top 10. There he is in the 8th spot. Back up front, John Norton continues to hold the race lead, but he is being tracked down by Daniel Grachach, who's trying to make history here tonight. Back further, you see Matt McIntyre trying to pass Richard Torres, who's the team car to Daniel Grachach. And, we got a battle for the lead. Here comes Daniel. On the inside of John Norton. Norton's fighting back on the outside, trying to maintain his race lead. Still side by side. Off of turn number 3. John gets a huge run off of turn 3. And John will lead that lap, but Daniel has a preferred line going into turn number 1. And Daniel takes over the race lead. John Norton going to try and get back down to the low lane, try and keep that rhythm going. See if he can't get his lead back. Asia Pitts dives on into turn number 3. She will take over 3rd from Set Ismail. And now she's going to try and pass John Norton for 2nd place. And Daniel has already pulled out to a 400th second lead. He goes a little bit wide off of turn number 3. But he's going to use that run down the front stretch, and he will lead yet another lap. So Daniel has now led in 2 back-to-back races. Kevin Cook has gained 1 spot. He is currently at 110 points because last gets 105, and you see Draco still trying to get around Hans Device for the 7th spot. Of course, Draco won earlier in the season at Salem. Battle for second continues as John Norton is holding up this pack right here. The lead is now 1.5. As Asia Pitts finally clears John Norton, she's going to bring the number 29 of Richard Torres with her, or at least try to. Richard Torres it's not been that best of a season for Torres. We've had a lot of veterans like Richard Torres, Sebastian Torres in the ARCA series not really find that much success, while we got newer drivers finding their way. So could this be the changing of the guard where the current veterans are slowly phased out by the new drivers? We shall see. Daniel off turn number 3 leads yet another lap. His lead is now 2.1. Make that 2.16 as we got 10 laps to go. Daniel has a chance of making history tonight. No driver has ever won twice in this series. He's trying to win back-to-back. It's been a dismal season for him starting out the first 8 races, but he has picked it up. Won at Nashville, trying to win back-to-back races here at Louisville. And of course, if he does win back-to-back races, he has a rare opportunity in the next round at South Boston to try and win 3 in a row, which only 2 average drivers has done, Bulldog 67 and Nick Kennedy. You see Kevin Cook has gained a spot now on Simon Fox, while Draco is trying to get around Matt McIntyre. This will be for 6th spot. No change up front. Daniel Gurchach is now down to 1.5 over Asia Pitts, as we'll have 5 laps to go next time by. Sometimes these drivers, you find no success in a certain series, but if you come to another series, you just get lucky and you can be a star. Like Muhammad Zain Abdullah, he had only 1 career win before entering in the Formula 2 division, and he won 4 times that season. His total is now up to 5. And Muhammad is now a champion here at the SCRL. So it just takes the right season, the right car, the right setup, and the right luck, and you could be a champion. And Daniel Gurchach gained 4 spots in the last race with the win at Nashville. Trying for win number 2 this season. He will be the all-time race winner in this series if he does pick up the win. We'll have 2 laps to go this time by. Lead is down now to 1.3. Lost 300 of a second that lap, but that's all right. Lap and a half to go. If a caution comes out, this race will be over. Off the final turn, white flag, 1 lap to go for Daniel Gurchach, and history will be made. Asia Pitts hoping that that car blows up, crashes, or something, but I don't think it's going to happen. Off the final turn, Daniel Gurchach makes history. He becomes the first driver to win back-to-back races. He wins here at Louisville. And Daniel has made... Here are your race results. Daniel Gurchach made history, scoring his 2nd win of the season. 2nd, Asia Pitts. 3rd, Richard Torres. 4th, John Norton. 5th, Hans Device. 6th, Seth Ismail. 7th, Draco, who I believe will be the new points leader. 8th, Matt McIntyre. 9th, Casey Nakato. And 10th, Franz Device. Rest of the race results. All 20 drivers finished the race on the lead lap. Kevin Cook finished 18th. He will lose his point lead after this race. Well, we'll take it to victory lane for the 2nd time this season, 2nd in a row with the number 77 car of Daniel Gurchach. Here are your point standings after the 8th race of the season at Louisville. Draco Jakul is our brand new points leader. He has a 15-point lead over Set Ismail, his teammate. Third is Asia Pitts, 30 points behind. Fourth is Daniel Gachach with the win, gained 2 more spots, is now 35 points behind. And Kevin Cook, who entered Louisville with a 20-point lead, leaves minus 45. 6th is Casey Nakado, 7th is Richard Torres, 8th is Tracy Dent, 9th Simon Fox, and 10th John Norton. 11th is Franz Device, 12th Shannon Lowe, 13th Carter Joey, 14th Cole Nixie, 15th Hans Device, 16th Shane Russell, 17th is Jeff Cornels, 18th Giorgio Tatsuyami, 19th is Carter Friesian, and last in points is Matt McIntyre. That is your point standings after the 8th race of the season at Louisville, and next see you for round number 9 at the South Boston Speedway. And until then, keep the hammer down, and we'll see you at the track.